Hey everybody, this video is going to show you what you can do in the design panel of your ITDR admin for the Doda template. So we are in the design panel, we're in ITDR, and we use this drop down to get to the design panel. And we have a few options up here, and we're going to start with the settings tab. And the settings tab allows you to do quite a few things. The first thing is to upload a logo. And if you upload a logo here, it'll appear on the navigation bar there. You have the opportunity to take the blog width, and you can go ahead and change this blog width. So right now it's set to 960, and if you want it to be wider, you can. Note that the content width is going to be set separately. So this one right now is set to 750. You'll notice that this right here, we have the blog width kind of going edge to edge. It's really wide. I'm sorry, the home page is edge to edge. It's really wide. If we go to the blog page, which is going to be set by this content width, it's thinner. So you can see that everything in here is a little bit thinner. The home page came further out. So you can set the home page information, the blog width, to be 960, which is that full width, and then the content to be thinner. So it'll take up a thinner footprint. I'm going to go back to the home page and show you that we have options like this border color. That border color is going to change lines like this. These are little design elements throughout the design, and they'll change that color. So let's go ahead and talk about that. When you're changing colors, you can go ahead and just pick a color from the little color picker, and you can click save, and it'll change the color for you. And so you can see that it changed that to yellow. If you have a code specifically that you're using from Photoshop that you want to paste in here, you just come in here, you paste the hex code, you click save, and it will change the color to whatever that code is. So if you're using branded colors, you can do that. You have this transparency color, and that's going to be found right here, so you can change this transparency color. You have the Twitter background footer search bar color, and that's going to be down here. I'm going to go ahead and actually change this so you can see it. So I'm going to change this to yellow and save. And if I had my Twitter feed set up, it would fall in here. And also I have a search bar. I'm going to go ahead and move over to it, and you can see my search bar right there, so that if you want to change the background of that color, you actually can. So let's go ahead and change this back. And then you'll see the search bar background color. You can actually change the background of that search bar. And then you have the header shadow opacity. The header shadow opacity is going to be this right here. So you have this little shadow that all the content runs under the navigation bar. You can go ahead and make that flat. If you wanted to turn this all the way down, you can go ahead and click save, and you'll see that that shadow goes away. So this determines how much shadow there is, and right now we set it to be 0. And then you have the space between the post images. So if I were to go to the blog and I were to look at the images that are in a post, you're going to see that there's space between them. And this space right here is going to be set by this toggle right here. So if you make it smaller down to 0, there'll be no space, and the larger you make it, the more space there'll be. So let's go ahead and skip over the fonts settings here because we cover that in another video, and let's go to the background. If you click on the background, you're going to see that you have a background header and footer color. That's going to be this navigation header, and it's going to be the bottom footer. So if I wanted to change that, you change it like you do any regular color. Go ahead and click save, and we're going to see this refresh, and now I've changed everything to that yellow. I'm going to go ahead and paste back in my color that I had before. Click save, and it'll change it back to the black. And then I have the background gradient top color and bottom color. Now, when we're talking about the background, we're talking about this white area right here. You'll see that I have white set into white, and so the gradient is white into white. But if I were to change one of these, I'm going to go ahead and change it to like a blue, and I click save, you're going to actually see the white blend into the blue. So you'll see the white blend into the blue. So if you want to do some sort of gradient back here, you can. If I wanted to go ahead and paste like a dark black in there, the same as my footer, you'll actually see it blend dark into it, and then it'll blend right into the footer. So you can do some gradients and things like that in your background. And then if you wanted to, you can go ahead and upload an image or a pattern back there. So if I wanted to do that, I would click upload, and if I uploaded a big image, I could have it fill frame, or I could use this drop down to tile a pattern or something like that. So that is the general settings that you have for your design panel in Doda. I hope it was informative, and I appreciate you watching. Thanks.